y'all see it again. We got the waves. Oh my god, Chad, am I balling? Anyways, so if you guys enjoyed the last video, you guys are gonna enjoy this one. So if you didn't know, I posted the meeting her parents for the first time. So this story actually takes place a little bit after that. This is one of the worst first dates and first impressions I ever made in my life, okay? Now, if you ever been broke, you've gone through this many times, okay? So I took my girlfriend, basically my fiance now. I took her basically on this date, and as we were heading there, right, so I picked her up. Now, let me tell you what car I was driving. I was driving a Volvo 2001. Okay, great vehicle, beautiful. Problem is, the right side door, right, the passenger door, barely could close sometimes. The windows wouldn't come down. The AC wasn't working. It was 95-degree weather. I was wearing a crazy fit, okay? Now, my fit consisted of a hat that basically, like, you know, usually it's covered right here. It was like open. It's like one of those hats like golfers and like other people be wearing, or like tennis players. I don't know what they call them, but I had that. I had a flannel, you know what I'm saying, because your boy wasn't, you know what I'm saying, I was looking good. I had a white tee, because you always need a white t-shirt when you wear a flannel. It is like the spectacle, okay? It is a staple. There we go, not spectacle, a staple of wearing fits, okay? I was wearing the Nike Air Forces, the white Fazos, okay? Now y'all call it the Uncos, okay? Cool, whatever, you know, I'm not mad, you're mad, haha. I'm a little mad, but anyways, and then I was wearing, you know, some joggers. So, well, no, it was actually the skinniest. You know when you see like Dominicans wearing those really skinny jeans? That was me, okay? Yes, get the jokes in, you know. Me no black papi, me Dominican. Yeah, let's get all those jokes out. Okay, cool, we back. Let's get back to the story. So anyways, so I went to pick her up from her house, you know. I talked to her dad and her mom, you know, it was cool, it was chill. She comes out, and as she's coming out, basically she gets in the vehicle. We're driving. Now, there was a couple issues with my car aside from just the door. There was this weird noise that I kept hearing on the way to her house, right? But I'm not a car guy, and I'm blasting Bad Bunny and Drake like there's no tomorrow, okay? Jumpman was just around the corner. I was playing Scorpion 2. Like, I was going insane with the Drake music. And you know, at that time, Bad Bunny and all these other things were going insane, okay? Very popular. So anyways, we basically are heading towards, I think we're going to the movies. So as I'm heading there, you know, I'm putting the tunes on, you know what I'm saying? We vibing, we chilling. She looking at me, I'm looking at her. I'm like, damn, she fun. She look at me like, damn, boy, you fun. At least that's what I thought. I think what she told me later was that my outfit was ass. But listen, that's not here or there. That's not why you're here. Not here to criticize me. You're here to listen to the story. So then, as we're driving, I just hear like a noise. Okay, it sounded like something just like dropped in the vehicle. So like I turned down the tunes, and as I keep driving, the wheel gets stiff. So I can't move the wheel, and like we're basically going into like a zigzag, basically. I don't know what they call it, but I'm gonna say zigzag, okay? If you've gone through the road, it's like literally like a snake. But anyways, so I'm going through there, and I can barely move the wheel. So my girl looks at me and she says, oh, like, is there something wrong? Now keep in mind, I'm sweating more than that guy from Key and Peele. You know exactly when they check his history or whatever. So I'm sweating. I look at her nervous, you know, and I'm like, inside I'm nervous, but I'm looking at her like, nah, I don't think there's anything wrong. Man, we'll just go to O'Reilly's. We'll just check it out real quick. So boom, I'm trying to get the car to O'Reilly's, okay? When I get to O'Reilly, O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hype the video if you really enjoyed it. Now let's get back to it. So I get there, I station the car, right? And now I'm like checking, you know, I'm acting like cool, you know, like I'm not a car guy, but I'm trying to impress my girl, okay? She wasn't my girl at the time. I was trying to make her my girl. So basically, I opened the hood of the Volvo, and then right there, next to the engine, I see it. So like, there's these belts that basically run through the side of your engine, okay? If you've never seen it, just literally open the hood, you'll see it. So I'm looking at that, and I just see that as basically like out from where it's supposed to. So I'm like, oh, this is an easy fix. I can just put it back there. See, sadly, as I said, I'm not a car guy, so clearly it's not as simple as it looks, but I thought it was. So here I am trying to put it on, and you know, I see my girl, she's like, you know, my future girl, I don't want to say my future fiance. Anyways, I see her basically taking a video of me being like, oh wow, it's so cute, look at him trying to get it done. Bro, I'm over here struggling. I have no idea the left from the right. I don't know if this is the engine or if that's this, or what does this doohickey do, or what does, like, are these the windshield wipers? Anyways, so I'm trying to fix the belt. So I'm you know, I'm acting like, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, that, yeah, this is, oh man, yeah, no, yeah, So I go into the O'Reilly's and I tell the dude, hey bro, I need your help. The dude goes like, yeah man, what can I help you with? I look at him and I say, listen man, I got a girl in my car, okay? No, this is not a Diddy scene. But anyways, I got a girl in my car. I have absolutely no idea what is wrong with my car. I just know the belt came off. And he's like, a belt? What belt? And I'm like, the one by the engine. He looked at me, okay? And this is when I knew I was doomed. He looked at me and he said, yeah man, that might be a really bad situation. And you know, when I hear bad situations when I'm going to the mechanic, I hear money, I hear thousands of dollars, I hear people trying to take my money away like they the federal government, okay? So I tell him, well, what do you mean, man? Like what's going on? What are you talking about? He goes like, yeah man, like we'll go check it. And I said, look bro, whatever you do, please help me. Okay, don't make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. Just, you know, try to help me out. He goes like, I got you. Now I don't know if like when he got out there, he just noticed my girl and saw how pretty she was, or whatever the fact was. This dude did the quickest 180. It was a crazy betrayal. He then started treating me like I didn't know what I was talking about, even though that was true. But still, bro, like he goes out there, he's like, yeah man, clearly is your belt. I'm like, how didn't you notice this? Like, is this like your first car? I'm like, bro, we just got done talking in the store about you pretending like I know what I'm doing. Okay, now I get that he's trying to help me, but you need to help me, brother. You need to help me. I am trying to get this girl to go out with me, and you are trying to mess that up, okay? Being Hispanic and not knowing about cars, it's like being, I was about to say, okay, y'all was expecting a black joke. It's like being white and not liking mayonnaise, okay? That's how serious it is. It's like being black, okay? If you've ever been a black guy, you know the first thing they ask you when you're tall and black is, do you play any sports? All right, it's like that. That is what was going on here. So I looked at him and I'm like, bro, is this man trying to fight me right now? But I couldn't worry about that. So as he's explaining about the belt and stuff, you know, I go like, okay, so like, how much do you think it'll cost me? He goes like, man, looking at this, just the part alone is gonna be $2,000. I said, what? Like 2000. Like 2,000. Like, and I said, oh, okay, yeah, nah, okay, yeah, okay. He goes like, yeah, man, like if you ready, we can just go do that. Like it's no big deal. And I go like, yeah, nah, man, I think I'll wait. He goes like, oh, you don't have the money. I go like, what the? Yo, what is going on? Is he trying to, like, what's going on here? So, you know what? I said, bro, I can't do this. I said, you know what? Thank you. I'll just come back later. So then we get in the, I get in the car. I get back in the car. And then my girl, she basically goes like, oh, like, what did they tell you? Like, is everything okay with your car? Are we going to be able to go out? And I said, man, I got this. Don't even worry about it. You know, I'm looking at her like Fast and the Furious scene, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to put this in drive. As I put it in drive, I hear the nastiest crank on that whole engine, okay? I know this engine is going to be totaled. So I said, bro, I got to drive it. So here I am like twisting the wheel, and she's looking at me twisting as hard as possible, bro. And she's like, you sure it's okay? I'm like, yeah. Man, it's fine. It's alright. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to chill. You know what I'm saying? But low-key in the back of my head, that shit was embarrassing. But anyways, we ended up getting to my dad. And when I get to my dad, he basically explained to me, you know, he scolded me. He said it was very stupid. What's wrong with me? You know, did I lose some brain cells? I mean, you know, typical dad thing, you know, love him still. But me and my girl ended up just like chilling at home and just, you know, relaxing at my mom's house basically. And I ended up not having a car for 2 weeks. My dad got really mad at me. You know, I got my car privilege taken away for a bit. She ended up saying yes to me, but that's a whole other story for another day. Guys, the moral of the story is, you know, when you're not a car guy, it can go left so fast. And to the O'Reilly guy that was definitely 1000% trying to mock me in front of my girl, how you like me now? Anyways, guys, that was the story. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a short story. And I know you guys probably are wanting a story to be a little bit more. We'll get to that. But anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Be Easy. And I got more stuff I gotta do. Peace. Bow.